Welcome to this episode where we explore a deep and provocative topic that is often misunderstood by most men: what women truly dream of in the bedroom. The Stoics, masters of human psychology, were more than philosophers. They had a profound understanding of the dynamics between men and women. They taught that true wisdom comes from understanding not just yourself, but also those around you. Today, we'll delve into how their timeless principles can transform your intimate life. Stick with me till the end of this episode, as I'll be covering 7 powerful insights that will open your eyes to what women secretly crave when it comes to physical intimacy. These aren't just surface-level tips, they are rooted in the idea of emotional depth, connection, and mastering your own desires. If you enjoy this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, or even stories about how Stoicism has influenced your relationships. Let's jump into the first chapter. Chapter 1. Make some noise. One of the most overlooked elements of sexual intimacy is vocal feedback. Believe it or not, women are highly responsive to sound, especially during intimate moments. While society often expects men to remain stoic and silent during sex, the truth is that vocal feedback is incredibly important. It's not just about words, but moans, breaths, and other sounds that communicate your pleasure and desire. Sex is not just a physical act, it's an emotional and psychological experience. Women want to feel connected, and sound plays a huge role in creating that connection. By making noise during sex, you're offering her a deeper sense of emotional engagement. Your vocal responses are affirmations that she is fulfilling her role, which is a powerful motivator for her. Women crave the sense of being desired and appreciated in the moment. It reassures them that they are providing pleasure, which can enhance their own experience as well. Think about it this way: how can a woman know she's driving you wild if you remain quiet? Women are highly perceptive, but they're not mind readers. When you remain silent or muted, you're leaving her in the dark, making her guess whether or not you're actually enjoying the experience. Vocal feedback bridges that gap. It gives her a direct window into your pleasure, allowing her to adjust, improve, and feel more connected to you. Whether it's a deep groan or a sharp inhale of breath, every sound you make during sex is a subtle signal of your satisfaction. Women crave validation of their efforts in bed, and hearing you express your enjoyment acts as that validation. Just like men, women want to know they're desired and appreciated. It's easy to assume that women are always confident in their sexual skills, but the truth is that many women, just like men, can have insecurities in the bedroom. A simple moan, whisper, or gasp can have a powerful effect, making her feel secure and confident in her own sexuality. By being vocal, you're lifting her confidence and making the entire experience better for both of you. From a Stoic perspective, this is about being present in the moment. The Stoics emphasized the importance of living fully in the present, not being trapped by past or future concerns. They spoke about the power of now, and how engaging fully in the present allows you to experience life's true pleasures. By making noise, you're embracing the moment of passion fully, letting go of inhibitions and showing her that you're truly engaged in the experience. You're not thinking about how you'll be perceived or what's next. You're there, with her, in that moment, and she can feel that. On a deeper level, vocal feedback is an act of emotional vulnerability. Many men are conditioned to suppress their emotions, even in intimate settings. But Stoicism doesn't equate emotional restraint with silence in moments of passion. The Stoics didn't shy away from vulnerability, they saw it as a sign of strength. By allowing yourself to be expressive and vocal during sex, you're communicating that you're comfortable with your own desires and that you're confident enough to let her hear them. That kind of raw honesty is what women dream of but often don't get. For many women, a man's emotional vulnerability during sex is just as important as his physical prowess. They want to see and hear that you're fully invested in the moment, that you're enjoying them on every level. By being vocal, you're building trust and creating an emotional bridge that will make the connection stronger, not just in that moment, but in your overall relationship. Beyond just expressing pleasure, vocal cues can also guide and direct the flow of your sexual experience. If something feels particularly good, let her know. If you're approaching your climax, let her hear the changes in your breathing or the intensity of your moans. This gives her real-time feedback and allows both of you to adjust and build toward a more synchronized experience. So next time, don't hold back. Let her know, through sound, exactly how much you're enjoying her. Whether it's a soft moan of appreciation, a whisper in her ear, or a deep groan of satisfaction, your vocal feedback will make her feel wanted, appreciated, and in control. Women want to feel that they're not just fulfilling their own desires, but yours as well. When you express that through sound, you're giving her the reassurance that she's doing just that. In conclusion, remember that making noise in bed isn't just about pleasure, it's about creating a deeper emotional and psychological connection. Women dream of this kind of validation because it reassures them that they are fulfilling their partner's desires. By expressing your pleasure vocally, you're building a stronger, more intimate bond and helping both of you reach new heights of satisfaction. The Stoics might have been known for their composed nature, but even they would agree, when it comes to passion, silence isn't always golden. Chapter 2. Her pleasure first. In the realm of sexual intimacy, one of the most critical yet often overlooked aspects is prioritizing her pleasure. Many men, knowingly or unknowingly, approach sex with the goal of satisfying their own desires first, thinking that their climax is the grand finale of the experience. But here's a secret most men miss. Women dream of being with a partner who is genuinely invested in their pleasure, someone who sees her climax not as an afterthought, but as the main event. The Stoics mastered the art of control and self-restraint. They believed in putting the needs of others before personal gratification, especially when doing so leads to a greater good. In the context of intimacy, this means placing her needs at the forefront of the experience. The man who focuses on her pleasure first demonstrates not only emotional intelligence, but also a deep understanding of the give and take that forms the foundation of any intimate relationship. Many men rush toward their own climax without fully engaging with their partner's desires, leaving her unsatisfied or emotionally disconnected. Women crave the experience of being desired and prioritized in bed, and when a man takes the time to focus on her pleasure, it creates a sense of deep fulfillment that resonates far beyond the bedroom. It shows that you're not just there for your own satisfaction, but are invested in her enjoyment as well. This approach requires self-control and patience, qualities that the Stoics held in high regard. By holding off on your own climax and dedicating your energy to ensuring her satisfaction, you're practicing a form of delayed gratification that makes the experience infinitely more rewarding for both parties. Women appreciate a man who can control his impulses, extending the experience to give her the time and attention she deserves. Her pleasure becomes your mission, and once she realizes that you're committed to this, her connection to you will grow stronger. Beyond just physical satisfaction, focusing on her climax builds emotional intimacy. A woman who feels valued and prioritized in bed will naturally feel more connected to her partner. She'll appreciate that you're tuned into her needs and desires, which deepens the bond between you. This kind of emotional investment is rare, and when you provide it, you set yourself apart from the vast majority of men. Furthermore, prioritizing her pleasure isn't just about focusing on her climax, it's about the journey you take her on. Women don't just want quick, rushed sex. They want the build-up, the tension, the excitement of knowing that their pleasure is at the forefront of your mind. By slowing down and fully immersing yourself in her satisfaction, you create a much more intense and fulfilling experience. It's not about rushing toward the finish line, it's about savoring the moment and making sure she enjoys every second of it. In addition, taking your time with her pleasure also leads to better communication in bed. When you're focused on her needs, you become more attuned to her body language, her subtle cues, and the sounds she makes. This helps you understand what she likes and what she doesn't, allowing you to adapt and improve your technique over time. When a woman knows that you're actively paying attention to her responses, she'll feel more confident, more open, and more willing to express herself sexually. Ultimately, the man who puts her pleasure first stands out. Women dream of being with a partner who is not selfish in bed, someone who is willing to take the time to explore, discover, and fulfill their desires. By embracing the Stoic principles of patience, restraint, and control, you become that man, and in doing so, you create a sexual experience that is both deeply satisfying and emotionally enriching. Chapter 3: Foreplay and Afterplay. If there's one thing that sets apart an ordinary sexual encounter from an extraordinary one, it's the emphasis on foreplay and afterplay. For many women, intimacy isn't just about the act of sex itself, it's about everything that happens before and after. Foreplay and afterplay are crucial for creating a deeper connection, building anticipation, and ensuring that the sexual experience lingers long after the physical act is over. Let's start with foreplay. Women are wired differently than men when it comes to arousal. While men can become aroused relatively quickly, women typically need more time and stimulation to reach the same level of excitement. Foreplay is essential in helping her body and mind become fully engaged in the experience. Rushing into sex without proper foreplay is like starting a movie halfway through. You miss all the build-up, the tension, the excitement that makes the climax so much more satisfying. From a Stoic perspective, foreplay is about preparation and mindfulness. The Stoics believed in taking the time to approach situations thoughtfully and with intention. In the same way, foreplay should be approached with care, patience, and focus. Instead of treating it as something you rush through, see it as an opportunity to connect with her on a deeper level. Touch, kiss, whisper, use all your senses to explore her body and mind, and make her feel desired in every possible way. Foreplay isn't just about physical stimulation, though. It's about building emotional intimacy. Women respond to how they feel emotionally, and when you invest in foreplay, you're showing her that you value her pleasure and comfort just as much as your own. A well-thought-out foreplay session can make her feel more connected to you, more relaxed, and more eager for what's to come. Now let's talk about afterplay, which is just as important but often overlooked. Afterplay is the period of intimacy that follows sex, and it's vital for strengthening the emotional bond between partners. While many men tend to roll over or check out after sex, women appreciate a man who stays present and engaged. Holding her, talking, and sharing a moment of tenderness afterward can make her feel cherished and respected. The Stoics would say that afterplay is a chance to reflect. It's an opportunity to enjoy the moment of satisfaction and fulfillment, to appreciate the connection you've built together. Afterplay doesn't have to be complicated, it's about simply being present with her, letting her know that the intimacy doesn't end when the sex does. By investing time in both foreplay and afterplay, you're creating a more holistic sexual experience. Women don't just dream of great sex, they dream of feeling connected, valued, and appreciated before, during, and after the act. When you make foreplay and afterplay a priority, you're showing her that you're a man who understands the importance of emotional and physical intimacy in equal measure. Chapter 4: Guide her. Women often secretly crave a man who is willing to take charge in the bedroom, but it's important to understand what that really means. Taking charge doesn't equate to being domineering or forceful. It's about guiding her, leading the experience, and showing a quiet confidence in your actions. Stoicism teaches control, self-assurance, and emotional stability, all of which are incredibly attractive qualities in a sexual partner. A man who knows what he wants, who is willing to guide the experience with a sense of purpose and presence, is someone who will leave a lasting impression long after the encounter is over. Many men fall into the trap of being too passive in bed, waiting for their partner to take the lead, or constantly seeking approval. They're hesitant, unsure, and afraid to make a wrong move. But here's the truth. Women want a man who is confident enough to take the lead without constantly second-guessing himself. They don't want to be the one making all the decisions or guiding every move. Women dream of a man who can confidently take control, set the tone, and create an atmosphere where both partners can lose themselves in the experience. Being the one to guide her doesn't mean ignoring her desires or being selfish. Quite the opposite, it's about paying attention to her needs and responses and using that information to guide her in a way that makes her feel safe, desired, and completely engaged. Think of it as taking the reins of the situation while being fully tuned into her emotional and physical cues. The best kind of leadership is one that's intuitive, responsive, and caring, where you're setting the tone but still allowing her the space to express herself and feel empowered. Taking charge in the bedroom doesn't have to be complicated. It's often about small, subtle gestures that show confidence and control. Be the one to initiate changes in positions, guide her with your hands, or even maintain strong eye contact that clearly communicates your desire. These little acts of leadership are what make her feel like she's in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing. Confidence is key when a woman senses that you're in control, not in an overbearing way, but in a way that makes her feel safe, excited, and cherished. It heightens the entire experience for both of you. From a Stoic perspective, this confidence comes from self-mastery. The Stoics believed in being in control of one's own emotions and actions, and that sense of mastery is something women find incredibly attractive. When you take charge, you're showing her that you're a man who is deeply connected to his desires and knows how to direct them in a way that benefits both partners. You're not fumbling or hesitating, you're leading with purpose. This kind of leadership in the bedroom is a rare dynamic that many women dream of but rarely experience, and when they do, it's unforgettable. Of course, guiding her doesn't mean ignoring her wants or needs. The best leaders, even in intimate situations, are those who remain deeply connected to the people they are guiding. This means paying close attention to her body language, her breathing, and her vocal responses. When you're attuned to her reactions, you can adjust your approach to maximize her pleasure. You're not just dictating the experience, you're leading her in a way that makes her feel deeply involved. Confidence and sensitivity should go hand in hand, show her that you're the one in control, but also make it clear that her pleasure and satisfaction are at the forefront of your mind. One of the secrets to guiding her is to be fully present in the moment. When you're truly in the moment, you'll notice the little things, the way her body moves, the sounds she makes, and the subtle changes in her breathing. These are the cues you'll use to lead her. It's not about rushing to the finish line, it's about enjoying every moment of the journey and bringing her along with you. When you show her that you're not only taking charge, but are also completely invested in making the experience as pleasurable as possible for her, you create an intimate connection that she'll remember long after the moment has passed. Ultimately, women want a man who is in control, but also deeply connected to their emotional and physical needs. They dream of someone who can take charge in the bedroom, but who also makes them feel safe, cherished, and desired. By embracing the Stoic qualities of confidence, self-mastery, and leadership, you can become the kind of man who provides this experience, a man who is both a lover and a guide, who knows when to lead and when to listen, and who can create a sense of safety and excitement all at once. That's the kind of experience she'll dream of long after the lights have gone out. Chapter 5. Kissing Matters. Kissing is one of the most intimate and powerful gestures during any sexual encounter, yet many men underestimate its importance. For women, kissing is not just a prelude to sex, it's an integral part of the experience itself. The way you kiss, how long you kiss, and the passion you put into it can set the tone for the entire experience. If you think of kissing as a mere warm-up, you're missing out on a powerful tool for creating deeper intimacy and sexual satisfaction. From a Stoic perspective, Kissing can be seen as a way to stay fully present in the moment. The Stoics believed in living with intention and embracing each moment with full awareness. When you engage in kissing, especially deeply and passionately, you're immersing yourself in that moment, showing her that you're entirely focused on her. It's not just about physical pleasure, it's about connecting emotionally and showing her that she matters to you. Women crave men who are passionate kissers, and not just at the beginning of the encounter. A kiss can ignite desire, build anticipation, and create a strong emotional bond. But here's the catch: women can tell when a man is just going through the motions versus when he's truly into it. A lazy, half-hearted kiss communicates a lack of interest and passion. On the other hand, a deep, meaningful kiss tells her that you are fully engaged, that you're present, and that you desire her deeply. The power of kissing isn't limited to foreplay either. Kissing during sex is one of the most intimate acts you can share. It creates a closeness and connection that transcends the physical act of intercourse. Many women fantasize about being kissed deeply during sex because it makes the experience feel more personal and emotionally charged. When you kiss her while being intimate, it shows that you're not just focused on the act itself, but on her as a whole person. In fact, many women dream of a partner who doesn't rush through or abandon kissing once things get more intense. Kissing throughout the experience keeps the connection alive. It tells her that you're in tune with her body, her emotions, and her desires. Women appreciate men who understand the power of a well-timed kiss, whether it's soft and slow or passionate and fiery. By engaging with her through kissing, you create a deeper bond that will leave a lasting impression. Kissing also offers a form of nonverbal communication that goes beyond words. The way you kiss can tell her everything she needs to know about how you feel in that moment. Are you tender? Are you hungry for her? Are you showing her that you're fully present? Each kiss is an opportunity to communicate your emotions and desires without saying a word, and women notice this subtle but powerful form of connection. Don't forget that kissing is an act that should be present not only before and during sex, but also after. Post-sex kissing, or afterplay, reinforces emotional intimacy and connection. It's a gesture that tells her the experience was about more than just physical pleasure, it was about creating something meaningful together. Women secretly long for that kind of attention, where the kissing doesn't end once the sex is over. By continuing to kiss her afterward, you show her that you value her, not just for her body, but for the connection you share. In the end, kissing is more than just a physical act, it's an emotional one. Women dream of partners who understand the depth of a kiss, who can use it to communicate passion, desire, and love. By being intentional with your kisses, you can transform an ordinary sexual encounter into something extraordinary, leaving her craving more of the emotional and physical connection you've created. Chapter 6: Eye Contact. One of the most powerful yet underused tools for creating deep sexual intimacy is eye contact. When done right, eye contact can elevate the entire sexual experience, transforming it from a purely physical encounter into a deeply emotional connection. Women dream of being with a partner who isn't afraid to look into their eyes during sex, who uses eye contact as a way to communicate desire, trust, and vulnerability. From a Stoic point of view, eye contact is about being fully present and embracing the moment without fear or distraction. The Stoics believed in facing life head-on, with courage and honesty, and in the bedroom, this translates into maintaining strong, confident eye contact. It shows that you're fully engaged, that you're not afraid of intimacy, and that you're connecting with her on a level beyond the physical. Eye contact during sex can be incredibly vulnerable, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. Women desire a partner who can meet their gaze during intimate moments, someone who isn't afraid to be seen and to see them in return. This kind of emotional vulnerability is rare, and when you provide it, you create an experience that feels deeply personal and unforgettable. Eye contact also helps to build trust. When a woman sees that you're looking into her eyes, not just at her body, it tells her that you're emotionally connected to her, not just physically. It's a way of saying, I'm here with you, and I see you for who you are. This can make her feel safe, cherished, and desired, which are all things that women crave in their sexual experiences. Another aspect of eye contact is that it can heighten sexual tension. When you maintain eye contact during moments of passion, it creates a powerful, magnetic energy that draws you both closer. Women dream of being with a man who can make them feel this level of intensity, where every glance and every look holds meaning. It's a form of silent communication where a simple look can convey passion, desire, or even love. But eye contact isn't just about the climax, it should be present throughout the entire experience. From foreplay to afterplay, keeping eye contact can create a sense of continuity and connection. Whether you're kissing her, touching her, or making love to her, meeting her gaze shows that you're truly there with her, experiencing each moment together. This kind of attention is something that many women secretly long for but rarely get. For some men, maintaining eye contact during sex can feel intimidating, especially if they've been taught to focus on the physical aspects of the encounter. But here's the truth, women are emotional beings, and they crave emotional connection just as much, if not more, than physical pleasure. By looking into her eyes, you're acknowledging her emotions, her desires, and her need for connection. You're saying, without words, I'm here for you, and I'm with you. Finally, eye contact helps to create a sense of equality and mutual respect. When you look into her eyes, you're treating her as an equal partner in the experience, not just someone who is there to fulfill your desires. You're showing her that her pleasure, her emotions, and her presence matter to you, which is something that many women dream of but rarely find in a partner. So, the next time you're in the bedroom, don't shy away from her gaze. Hold her eyes, let her see you, and show her that you are fully present. This small act can transform the sexual experience, turning it into something far more meaningful than just physical pleasure. Women dream of this kind of connection, and by mastering the art of eye contact, you become the kind of man who can provide it. Chapter 7. Keep it exciting. Nothing kills sexual desire faster than routine. Women dream of a partner who is willing to keep things exciting in the bedroom, someone who isn't afraid to explore new ideas, try new things, and keep the passion alive. Sexual spontaneity and creativity are key to maintaining a fulfilling and dynamic sexual relationship, and the man who embraces this is the one she'll always think about. The Stoics understood that life is about embracing change and novelty. They believed in constantly challenging oneself and exploring new ways to approach life's experiences. In the same way, your approach to intimacy should involve a willingness to experiment and adapt. Whether it's trying out a new position, introducing a new form of foreplay, or bringing in an element of surprise, keeping things fresh and exciting will make her feel like the sexual experience is always evolving. Women crave variety in the bedroom. While they might enjoy a certain rhythm or routine from time to time, they also long for spontaneity. When sex becomes predictable, it loses its spark. Women want a man who is confident enough to lead the way, but also creative enough to keep things interesting. This might mean exploring fantasies, role-playing, or simply switching up the location or timing of your encounters. The key is to maintain a sense of adventure. Women want to feel that their sexual relationship is full of potential and excitement, not something that's stagnant or routine. This doesn't mean you have to be wild every time, but it does mean being open to change and always looking for ways to enhance the experience. From small changes, like starting with a massage or using different kinds of touch, to larger explorations like trying out new fantasies together, keeping things fresh will make her feel constantly engaged. Another important aspect of keeping it exciting is paying attention to her fantasies and desires. Many women have unspoken fantasies or desires that they may feel too shy to bring up. By being open-minded and willing to explore new ideas, you show her that you care about fulfilling her desires. 2. This level of attentiveness is what women dream of in a partner, someone who is tuned into their needs and eager to explore new territory together. Communication is key when it comes to exploring new ideas. Talk to her about what excites her, what she's curious about, and what turns her on. Creating a space where she feels safe and comfortable to express her desires is crucial for maintaining excitement in the relationship. Women dream of a partner who listens, understands, and is eager to explore their fantasies with them. Lastly, keeping things exciting requires effort. Many men fall into the trap of thinking that once they've established a sexual routine, they don't need to put in the same level of effort. But women want a man who continues to surprise them, who is constantly looking for ways to reignite the passion. Whether it's by being spontaneous, introducing new forms of foreplay, or simply putting in extra effort to make each encounter memorable, your willingness to go the extra mile will set you apart. At the end of the day, keeping it exciting in the bedroom is about more than just trying new things. It's about showing her that you're fully invested in maintaining a vibrant and passionate sexual relationship. Women dream of a partner who never lets the flame die out, who is always thinking about how to keep things exciting, and who makes every encounter feel fresh and new. By embracing the Stoic principle of constant growth and change, you become the kind of partner who keeps her on her toes, always wondering what new adventure you'll take her on next. That's the kind of experience she dreams of, and the one that will keep her coming back for more. So there you have it, 7 powerful ways to transform your sexual relationship by embracing the principles of Stoicism and understanding what women secretly dream of in the bedroom. From vocal feedback to eye contact, to keeping things exciting, each chapter has explored ways to elevate your connection, making it not only more pleasurable, but also deeply intimate. Remember, it's not about checking off a list of techniques, it's about fully embracing the moment, staying present, and being confident in your own desires while staying tuned into hers. When you can combine emotional vulnerability with strength, the Stoic mastery of self-control with genuine passion, you'll create experiences that women dream of but rarely get. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more provocative content, and drop a comment below sharing your experiences or thoughts on how these ideas resonate with you. Have you tried any of these strategies before? What has worked best in your relationships? Let's open up the conversation. And remember, this isn't just about making her dream of you in the bedroom, it's about creating a lasting, meaningful connection that goes beyond the physical. So take what you've learned here, apply it, and watch as it transforms not only your sex life, but your entire relationship. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Stay strong, stay stoic, and keep mastering the art of intimacy.